Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Zachary Gutherman, and one of the things a lot of people like to do when taking Lego photography is shoot against a plain white background. You know, the infinite white void style backgrounds that you see a lot of Lego YouTubers and Instagram photos do. And in this video, I just want to show you guys a behind the scenes look at, my little DIY setup I do for that in a small space. A bit of a backstory as to why I was shooting like this, because I'm sure those of you who follow the channel would know that I actually really hate shooting against the white void background. I think it's just overdone in the Lego space and just not something that fits my style anymore. But I did have an exception this weekend when I was just, doing a little photo shoot. So for a bit of a backstory, back in, I want to say, April or May of 2020, I entered Brickfilms' BRAWL contest, which is Brickfilm Rapidly All Week Long. And I made a Lego brick film titled Legacy, which you guys can check out up here. And I was pretty happy with how the stop motion film ended up. For the most part, I was happy with it. So I decided to enter it into my school's film festival. Now, the stop motion got into the festival, and one of the things we had to do as part of the festival guidelines, if you will, is you have to make a poster for the film. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just create, a really simplistic poster. I'll show it on screen right here, so you guys can just kind of see the main minifigure, and I decided to shoot against a white void. So in this video, I just want to take you guys behind the scenes as to how I made that poster to get the infinite white background, have it nicely lit, and hopefully inspire some of you guys for your own Lego photography. So without further ado, let's begin. So here we are. Let's take a look at this setup. I just have this set up basically on my desk in my dorm room, super impromptu. So let's look at what we've got. So the way you make this little, soft light box, whatever you want to call it, type thing, I just have a piece of printer paper here. There's a mirror back there, so hey guys. But yeah, so I have a piece of printer paper basically set up here. And I just have this taped to the wall, and you have it taped at an angle. That way there's no creases, so you can't see a background. So when we come in here and look at our minifigure through the screen, there's no actual obvious creases. There's nothing showing oh, that's where the wall is. So this just creates a smooth background for him here. And I've got two sets of lights going on here. I've got one actual light and then the desk lamp. So the desk lamp, essentially all that's doing is that's just lighting up the back of our background here. That's just roughly pointed at the piece of paper, and you can see what that looks like with it on and off. It makes a pretty big difference. And then this light right here is just a regular video LED light, nothing too special. I've got it set up on my Gorilla Pod right down here, and that's just pointing on our minifigure. And all this is doing is this is just creating essentially our key light on his face. So if you see in the image here, that side of his face is definitely brighter. And then I'm just using the ambience from the desk lamp to kind of just fill in the rest of his face. I don't have a backlight here because minifigs are really small. I didn't think that was too necessary. And the reason I have this, pretty much up on the tripod is so there's no glare, because obviously the plastic glares. So I have this up just high enough that it creates a nice little light for him, but it doesn't completely shine all over his face. And that's honestly the whole setup. Then I just have my camera down here. I am borrowing a friend's camera to film this actually. But I just have the camera down here, and it's a super simple setup. I just have it on the desk, kind of like minifig eye level. I've got a 50mm lens on. I just exposed properly for the minifig in the background. And that's honestly the setup. And there you have it. That is a look at the simple DIY little Lego infinite white light box setup that I used. I've done handfuls of these setups for countless occasions, and I know that there are a lot of people who try to get that same look. So I hope this video was at least somewhat helpful to you guys in seeing more or less how I light a scene like that. Obviously, big things to keep in mind is you do want to have a real camera that you're using for this. If you're shooting on your phone, it's not going to be able to expose properly the way you want it to. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I hope it helped at least someone with your Lego photography. And yeah, that's really it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys the setup I used. You also saw the poster throughout the video. And if you want to see the brick film that the poster is for, you can do it by clicking the end screen at the very end of this video. There's also a card earlier in the video. I would say something cheesy, like I'll drop a link to the festival below, but if we're being honest, just watch the video on YouTube, that works. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video though. If you stay tuned next week, I'm going to be posting my review of the BRAWL. Those of you guys that were with me for the live stream a couple weeks ago would know that I had big plans for that video, and that video I'm going to be very excited to share with all of you. So that's coming soon. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video though. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all again in my next video.